So, and here we go again, my second LinkedIn Live in 2 days. Warm welcome to my dear compatriot from Czechia, Šárka Ryš. And we are two people from the same country living as expats in Switzerland. Both are very strongly working with LinkedIn. Šárka has more the business focus. I have more the career focus, but we are both very happy and strong LinkedIn users. And that was the reason I invited Šárka to the LinkedIn Live today. Could you please introduce yourself briefly, Šárka?
Thank you very much, Vašek, and nice to be here. Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm a LinkedIn and mindset strategist, and I help leaders, it means CEOs, C-level executives, entrepreneurs, to use LinkedIn strategically to reach their goals.
And tell us a little bit, how did you come to Switzerland?
That's a good question. First, I came to Germany to study there. I studied law and I continued to study law. And then I rest in Germany, and I continued my studies with economics, marketing, sales, and tourism. And I always loved Swiss Alps or big mountains. So that was actually why I did my last part of the practical studies, of the practical part in Switzerland. I organized everything myself, and that was how I came to Switzerland. And then I stayed. I found my job in marketing, tourism, and I stayed.
And since when are you using LinkedIn so intensively as now?
Actually, since 2021. When I really started my entrepreneurial journey and working on my vision.
And how are you helping your clients?
So it depends on their goals, but actually I start every time with a strategy. So the strategy for me and the right mindset also is the foundation. So first, I really look for what are their goals, what are the topics they would like to be known for, and who is their target audience. Then we define this personal strategy, and then I work with them either on one-on-one coaching or in workshops. And I go through the 3 pillars of LinkedIn: the personal profile and company page, the building of active community, and creating a compelling content. And the goal is that they really reach their goals. The goals are different. Some of them want more visibility, some of them more clients or find their employees. Of course, building personal and employer brand is also a very important goal. So it depends. Some of them want to become a thought leader, so it really becomes on the goals and what they want to use LinkedIn for.
And there are so many different LinkedIn influencers, consultants, and so on. So what does make Šárka Ryš unique? So what is your USP?
So it's my energy and also the combination between my LinkedIn skills and LinkedIn experience, and also the holistic approach, really the growth mindset, based on growth mindset. Really, since 4 years, I am working on myself, on my personal development, and also my LinkedIn skills. And really, since 4 years, I developed myself. I am part of different communities. I was working together with US LinkedIn experts, and currently I'm working with experts also from UK and Bosnia. So I would say this is the whole package. And also my journey as a lawyer. I have never worked as a lawyer, but I have this experience helps me to familiarize with different industries quickly and to write the text for my clients, for example. And also the almost 20 years in marketing, sales, and tourism that helps me really to build strong relationships, to also use my intuition and to really focus on people and on building real relationships.
Mm-hmm. And as well, building communities. So I know that building a community is something what you are a big fan of. So why are LinkedIn communities so important?
Yes, because actually we all are social beings. And regarding to Maslow, we need a social contact. And nobody was built with a strong network. So we really have to get to know people and to build a strong network. And of course, you can do it offline, but it takes a lot of time. And LinkedIn is the biggest online networking event where all people actually are there. So, I mean, in Switzerland, there are more than 4.5 million people there. So, and billion all over the world. So there are people from different industries, from different CEOs, from sport, from politics. So the opportunity is immense. And if we know how to use it strategically, we can do it really in an efficient way.
Very funny comparison. If I compare Switzerland and Czechia, in Switzerland, you have it's a smaller country in terms of population. You have much more people on LinkedIn. In Czechia, you have less people on LinkedIn, but the community is way, way more active. And there are many, many more LinkedIn influencers and quote unquote experts than in Switzerland, which is very, very funny. And I explain it with that probably people in Czechia just jumped from directly into the digital stuff. And Swiss people are somehow stuck still in the old days. What I see that in Switzerland, like getting an active community is really, really difficult because many people are shy, don't want to show up. And this was the term lurking, which we used in it. So in your terms, how do you build and nurture your strong LinkedIn community? How do you go about that?
Yeah, so I will say something first to what you said now, because it's a very good point. I will say it's not only Switzerland, it's a German-speaking community. So the people are really afraid to share their story, to share their opinion, what others say about them, what says the competitions. They don't want to show themselves authentically. Mm-hmm. And I see it also, as I said, I work with my mentors or coaches who are from US and UK, and they are really 2-3 steps ahead from the German-speaking part. So this is the one point. And to your question, so yes, if I wouldn't have a strong community today, I will start to connecting with people who I already know from the offline world. I will connect with my colleagues, people I work with, people I have worked with. And then I will start to connect also with inspiring people and with people from the industry where I am in. And also to think of who I would like to be with, who would like to interact together. So, and then I would really just focus on quality, not on quantity, and really to start conversations with people as well. Because this is, I think, the one point. The people in the German-speaking countries are afraid to start conversations with other people.
I would say even Switzerland is much worse than Germany. I think the German scene is more lively. Switzerland is particularly difficult, and then probably majority of active people on LinkedIn in Switzerland are expats. That's my point of view. Yeah, very good. So lurking, a lot of people are lurking. They're sitting in front of LinkedIn, and I hear this from my customers all the time. And I was exactly the same 6 years ago. I was searching for every single excuse which I can use. Why exactly me are the person who shouldn't do LinkedIn content? So what is a piece of advice you would get a Václav 6 years ago, a lurker, that he should start on LinkedIn?
To be honest, I was a lurker too. So in 2012, I signed in LinkedIn, and I was a lurker as well. Because if I didn't know how LinkedIn works, I didn't know how to use it, what to write, who I would like to speak to. I was also afraid. So I would say just the first thing, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and your expertise. And then the second thing, the most important on LinkedIn, is you are not here to present yourself. you are here to help your target audience, your community.
Mhm.
And when you shift this thinking, then you will present yourself in a different way, because there will be every time a value for your community. And then, of course, think about, where are you good, in what you are good in, what are strengths, what are your values, and show yourself as you are, as humans, because we humans connect with humans.
For me, it was one sentence from my coach of those days, a US guy as well, but he was Czech by origin and grew up in the US, and he did marketing for Expedia, and so this company, really expert. He told me, Václav, don't tell me that after 25 years of management position in the pharmaceutical industry, you have nothing to share with younger people. And this was the next, okay, yes, probably there is something. So I started to scratch my bald head, and with my teeth grinding, I put up the first pieces of content, which I have to smile today when I look at it. But I turned from Saulus to Paulus, so from a person who was only lurking, didn't want to produce content, to someone who loves to produce content nowadays, because I was comparing myself constantly with my sister Jana, which is absolutely fantastic writer. And I write like a farmer, like very simple, straightforward. And she writes really beautiful piece of text together. And stop comparing. Don't compare yourself with anybody else. With the specifically, don't compare yourself with the big LinkedIn influencers, because you start with the same tools as those guys maybe 5 years ago, and maybe 5 years later you've been somewhere else. A comment to other audience. You can give us questions. Unfortunately, I cannot react on it on LinkedIn because this is blocked in StreamYard, but I can display them to us and to you on the screen. I will read it because some people are not watching it, only listening. So Valeria, thank you for the question. What has been your most valuable networking experience on LinkedIn so far? Charka, that's for you, and then I will take my...
Yeah, for me, actually, all the people from all over the world I've met and really built friendships. So it's not only that I'm on LinkedIn to connect with my clients and to help my community. Of course, I'm here for that. But also, I am so curious, and I love building genuine relationships. And one example, for example, here in the village where I live, it's a small village, and I met a CEO on LinkedIn, so we exchanged some messages, and he has never commented or liked my post. And then he was writing me, okay, let's have a lunch together. And then we met, and the first things he told me, I know you. And I was like, okay, he has never commented, never liked my post, but he was a lurker and he was reading all my posts and he knew my me. And so then he became my client. And another story is that actually we are supporting each other from one guy from the US. And the last year he came with the whole family for the first time to Switzerland. I organized the holidays for them, and I met them. I was hiking with them. We went to the chocolate factory, and actually I thought I knew them for ages, and it was so nice time with them. So it's those experiences, those are priceless.
I could confirm it. There are so many different great ones that not a single one is like very, very specific highlight for me. And it's exactly what you said. You are interacting with people on LinkedIn for 3-4 years without being financially involved. It's like a connection, and you have really the feeling, I know the person, because we are showing a lot of content. We are sometimes writing personal stories as well. And if you follow a person, you have the feeling you never saw them, but it's your friend. This is, Valeria, at this moment, I have a blackout. Nothing really specific is coming to my mind, because there are many experiences with people who are simply great. So, okay, thank you for that. So we have another possible, let's grab another question. Yes, maybe this is more about career consulting. If I may take this.
Yes, please, go ahead.
Very simple. create a content which is adding value to your community, and reach out and connect and network with people, which means bring them really into virtual coffee, talk to them without giving them the feeling you are asking for a job. Because I often compare a career step or getting a new job to a teenager boy who would like to have his first girlfriend. If he's too pushy, he's embarrassing and the ladies will run away. If he's a relaxed, laid back, they will come on their own. So if you do networking on LinkedIn with the purpose-driven way, will talk to Václav and he will give me a job, then you are doing it already wrong. So if I wrap it up, create a great content which shows your professional experience and network with people.
If I may add, I will also start with the optimized profile, because when you have a clarity who you are, what are your values, and also your goal is clear, but who you would like to talk to, who is your target audience, then you have this clarity on your profile. And if people come to your profile, they understand who you are quicker, and it's also easier. And as you said, actually the goal of getting to know people is not the idea like I would like to sell them or I would like to get a job from them, but the idea is to really build a strong relationships, to have exchanges.
Yeah, and this is Ina, thank you for this question as well. So what are some simple LinkedIn tips to help people stay visible to their network? I think it goes into the same direction. Make sure that your profile grabs my attention maximal in 3 seconds. Have a LinkedIn banner, and please don't put Zermatt unless you are a Zermatt tourism representative. Don't put Matterhorn up there. Put something up there which correlates with your business. Write the headline in an active mode so I immediately know what you are doing. Don't tell me who you are, but tell me what you do. That would be my another tip. So your headline should immediately transport what can you do for your future employer, what can you do for your audience, those things.
And also you use LinkedIn consistently and with the right mindset, because if you think LinkedIn doesn't work for me, it will never work for you. So you really have to believe in yourself and what you are doing and to show it authentically.
And important to know, LinkedIn is a marathon and not a sprint. So don't think that you start being active on LinkedIn and after 1 month you quit because nothing happened. I am on LinkedIn 6 years now. I wouldn't say that I did it optimally from the day one, but I am now grabbing the fruits really. And it was 6 years of hard work and content creation on LinkedIn. So it doesn't have necessarily need to take 6 years, but take your time and give your minimum 1 year. Okay, we have another one. Benno, thank you for that. Does it still make sense to start with LinkedIn 2025, or is it already too crowded? My clear answer is yes, it still makes sense to start. What do you say, Sharka?
Yes, definitely, because there are still, as you said, there are still so many lurkers. So still almost 95% are lurkers. And still about 4% are people who are only commenting or reposting or liking, and still only 1% people who are posting regularly, it means weekly. So if you show your expertise with the goal to help others, you have a big opportunities that will open up to you. But you really have to be consistent, clear on your messages, have the right strategy and the right mindset.
We have another question which is very, very long, and I'm not sure if I can display it on one. So I will first read it through and then I displayed it. Based on your experience, how can I not only superficial communication in LinkedIn, but rather create real valuable contributions for my network? And to what extent are your differentiating criteria for the various messaging approaches? Yeah, this is a tough one, but yeah.
Yeah, it all depends what are your goals with LinkedIn, who you would like to talk to, so who is your target audience, and what are your messages you would like to be known for, and where you also communicate, where you also write content, but content are also the comments, and also you are writing with your target audience in DMs. So what extend our differentiation criteria to various messaging approaches? Okay, so if you are talking about DMs, the foundation is the same as in the offline life. So you have to build emotional connection first, because we are humans and we don't to be sold, we want to buy. But for this, you really have to get to know people, because people are buying from people who they know, like, and trust. And you have
Or
to
they
build
hire people, not necessarily only buying, huh?
and you really have to build this trust first, and you have to show this credibility on your profile, in the comments, in your content. So and really show your real interest in people, because if you are not interested in people, so this will not work.
That's all. Stephen, thank you very much for your question. What is the balance for posting? What's too many, too few in your opinion? I'm very curious. What's your take on it, Sharka? And then I will tell mine.
So there are some people that are thinking if they post daily, they will get a bigger reach. It helps, but the but is you have to deliver value every time. So for that, I would say you can't manage. I mean, it takes time. It's not only about posting. The crucial part is to comment, to exchange with people, to write messages. So for that, I recommend to post maximum 3 times per week. I do it 3 times per week, and it's already enough for myself, because I also work with my clients. I have also my developing sessions where I learn and take time for myself and so on. So I find 3 times a week it's enough. And really focus also on the building of this active communities through commenting and through connecting, exchanging with people.
Stephen is a role model of building community, because he is the driver behind the Basel Pharma networking group, which he pushed in short time from 450 people. So
congrats.
So that's great. My take, me personally, I post 4 times a week, and sometimes even 5 times when there is something really actual. I post Sunday evening, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday morning. That's my regular schedule. And my advice is post regularly, better once a week at all the time, 8:30 or something like in the morning, than posting chaotically 1 week and then go away and hide yourself for 3 weeks, because the LinkedIn algorithm needs to learn that you are actively doing something, that you are a content creator, and that will come. So in my eyes, better less with quality than too much and superficial crap, because LinkedIn is already full of superficial crap. Huh? So that's true.
Less is more, yes. And this is what I recommend my clients as well. So start posting once a week and really stick to this posting time, because people will remember you better, and it's like a story on the TV. They know, okay, at this time he or she is posting, and you can grow better. And the posting time, it depends also on your target audience. If you are targeting someone from the US, you have to think of where they are active on. Or if you have both, like Europe and the US, as I have, for example, so then I post between 1:30 and 2 p.m. So it really depends. And also it depends if you are targeting the East or the West Coast of the US. So it depends.
Yeah, exactly. So if you are targeting someone in California, think of it, they are 9 hours behind you. So that's, good. What was so far the biggest LinkedIn related win for your clients, Sharka?
Yeah, just yesterday, one of my clients who I coached last year for 5 weeks, she wrote me that she has so many clients through LinkedIn that she can't even handle that. And I was so happy for her. So yeah, this was really, for me, it was like, oh my God, that's so cool. And another client, so she's an entrepreneur. Another client, he is a CEO. We just finished working together in 5 weeks LinkedIn coaching. And thanks to his activities that we did together, he hired 3 employees for his company. Yeah, so yeah, I was really proud of him also, and grateful for the cooperation. Yes.
And how did LinkedIn change your business?
actually changed my life. Because I mean, so the first course that I booked for myself, it was in 2020. It was a German LinkedIn course, online course. And then I started working with Cheryl Botton, a US LinkedIn influencer, a big influencer at that time. So I worked with her and with her team for 2.5 years. And actually, when I started, I also started working with my mentor on my personal development, and I already had my first client, and it was in the area of mental coaching, and I worked with him, and then I started getting more and more clients and being more and more active, and I grew my community, and actually my business is LinkedIn. What I do is, I help leaders to use LinkedIn strategically. I really focus on this platform. But thanks to this entrepreneurial journey, I learned so much about myself, about different industries. I helped leaders from more than 40 different industries. So I will say I learn every day with every client, and it's so rewarding.
And let's turn it around. What is the most annoying stuff for you? What you see on LinkedIn? I have my own specific stuff like hate. So, what do you dislike the most?
The AI comments.
Mm-hmm.
And the sales pitches in the messages when people are only writing about themselves, and I mean, you feel it. They connect, and then what's your biggest challenge? They even don't know me, and then let me introduce myself. I am la la la. I am, and it's nothing, no interest in me as a person, and it shows that they want to sell only.
This is really, really terrible. Everybody hates it. One thing I don't understand why LinkedIn is giving busy professionals games to play. That's what first thing what I would erase from LinkedIn is this. So many consultants are playing this game. Could I care less? I have no time to play games. Are you nuts? And very important, a lot of people have a highly negative bias towards LinkedIn. And most it comes from completely misunderstanding of the platform. And my biggest fan, on the other hand, are those 3 dots, unfollow. And I really follow the advice of Yasmin Alic, one of our teachers, where unfollow minimum 5 people a day, so your profile stays clean. And so if you see something you don't like, immediately 3 dots, unfollow. The person don't get notified, you stay connected, but unfollow. So one advice, unfollow many people as possible, because I have trained my LinkedIn feed so far that I almost don't see this superficial backpeddling and this sales pitches. I will make you grow in 3 months to 100,000 revenue and this all kind of crap. So unfollow, my biggest advice.
This is a great one.
My next question, what are some underrated LinkedIn features or tools which people don't use that much? What would you say?
Yeah, I would say it's not a LinkedIn feature, it's a mindset stuff. So really, for me, the most crucial part is really to believe in yourself and to communicate clearly and with clarity. But regarding to LinkedIn, I would say in the German-speaking part, for example, the services, people don't use a lot the services.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's not that when you use the services, you will get thousands of clients, but you can stand out because not many people are using this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, František, thank you for the question. How the start of AI might shift the future of LinkedIn? What do you foresee? That's a very, very difficult one. Could you go first, Sharka?
Yeah, so you can actually see already LinkedIn using AI because you get some suggestions for the profile, for also answering the comments. So LinkedIn is using it as well, and they are using it also for the algorithm and so on. So it's a part actually of our life. I don't use it. I don't write my posts with AI or my comments and so on. But I would say for people who perhaps who are starting and don't have so many ideas, it's just good to like get inspired to what is important for your sector and what are the trends, for example, and talk about it. But to please share your opinion, your own opinion. Don't copy paste it from the AI. And yeah, I mean, there are so many AI coaches that help you how to write quicker and easier and faster, but you still have to use your emotions, your brain, and really to use your personality.
Yeah, I would add on this. I hope that LinkedIn will realize that it's so annoying being flooded with artificial AI driven comments that they will somehow put a filter on it or disable it completely. Because because there are so many great content creators, but they are going flushed away by terrible AI driven crap. So I hope we come, yes, use AI, but stay a human being. And I am using AI for content creation. This I freely admit, but I never use it as it comes. But I rewrite it constantly and add my human touch. I am a very, very bad typer, so for me, AI is a sort of typewriter, which writes me the most of the words, and then I'm deleting and correcting and shortening up and rewriting and adding my own human perspective. Then that's for me the perfect style. Very good. Yeah, I would like to add to one of those tools which are underrated on LinkedIn, and this is my favorite, and those are newsletters. So I know that you have a newsletters like 1,800 subscribers, and it's a German one, which makes it by default smaller.
And I don't use it anymore. Yeah.
You stop using it. I am big fan of newsletters. I am recommending our customers to write newsletters. And in the recent times, we have seen so much success through newsletters. Like people are writing their first article in a newsletter, get immediately job interview invite and get the job in 2 weeks. After publishing the first article, people are getting invited to international conferences and speakers when they meet dozens of people, great potential employers and networking contacts. I've seen a person who wrote his second article in a newsletter and global head of DHL reach out to him and ask him for connection. So imagine that bosses of 600,000 people are still active on LinkedIn and watching what some 32 years old nobody, quote unquote, is writing. So I would strongly suggest to look into newsletters, because newsletters are very... What was the reason you stopped doing newsletters, Sharka?
It's an interesting question, and also the result that you are talking about. Actually, yeah, I was writing in German, and then actually at the beginning I was writing like once. I was posting once a week on German, and then the rest in English. I started with twice a week, and then I changed it to posting 3 times a week. And I got leads through my newsletter, and then actually I realized, okay, it's a little bit more work because I was writing it myself. So, and then I thought, okay, when I write a post, I'm quicker and I get even better results.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's good for the SEO. So this is a good point. Also, the articles, for example, not only the newsletter. The one thing is the emails are not belonging to you. You can see who is the subscribers, but they are not in your own. So if you
that's clear.
Yeah.
And if you lose LinkedIn, you lose this as well. I have recently looked into my recent articles. I'm getting opening rate of email of 45%. This is like absolutely crazy, because I never open any newsletter which I'm getting, or maybe 1 of 100, and I get now an opening rate over 40%, which is crazy. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's amazing. LinkedIn actually pushed it like when it comes out, and this was when I started also. They pushed it a lot, and then a little bit less. And now some people have success with them, some not. So it depends. Yeah.
There is not one size fits all, and not every tool fits every human being. That's clear. Back to the classical imposter syndrome. We more or less, most of the people are suffering with it, more females than males in my experience. So what tips would you give people? I say, oh, who am I to publish something? So I know you will come with the mindset, but maybe some practical tip.
Yeah, so first I really believe in yourself, really think what are my strengths and how I would like to help my community or the people that are my target audience. And just decide and act, because when you decide, then you can realize it out immediately. And just don't afraid of judgment, don't afraid of what people think, and do it, and you will learn along the journey. And nobody's perfect. And I gave my TEDx talk about how I overcame my perfectionism. So we really need to overcome this sense of perfectionism, and we all are imperfect human beings, and that's what helps you also. Just also your mistakes, that's your authenticity, and how you learn from them, that's crucial. That's what inspires others, your stories. And everyone has a story, as you said already, and it's also what I am saying. So just be aware of all your achievements, be grateful for that, and share them, because you never know who it will help.
Yeah. One of my customers, she is a CRISPR, so gene editing specialist. And she was telling me, oh, who will be interested in my post about that? I don't expect that the Nobel Prize winner is going to read your post about that, but there are thousands of bachelors, masters, and she was PhD with a postdoc who have less experience than you, and they might like your content and learn something from it. So add value to others, and everything will be great. There is the famous haters are gonna hate, and I'm sure you have your haters. I have my own haters as well. So how are you handling haters and negative comments on LinkedIn?
It's actually interesting. I don't have so much haters. It was like years ago, I had like a strange comment. I don't even know what was it about, but I knew that I deleted the comment. But because I don't want to have the negativity in my community. But it was like really once that it happened. So
Really?
I'm really grateful on also the DMs that I get. They are really appreciated and they are really positive. So I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah, I have several like highly negative comments that I'm an idiot and I'm posting constantly and stuff like that. I have even old friendship which broke through my LinkedIn activity.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So then it wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say that, but
So if on LinkedIn there would be one superpower, if LinkedIn could do something cool, what would be your suggestion? If you could go tomorrow to CEO of LinkedIn and say, hey, implement this, what would it be? What would be your wish?
Yeah, definitely to delete all the AI comments and AI messages and all the sales pitches.
When do you see yourself in your LinkedIn? Like that's the very stupid former question in job interviews. How do you see yourself 5 years from now? Would you like scale your business up that you will have employees? Would you do it like a franchise? Would you keep the business as you, Sharka, and this is it? How are you planning it?
So what I actually would like to expand on, it's speaking, because thanks to my TEDx talk last year, I realized how I can inspire even more. Because when people came to me and told me how I inspired them, it was so rewarding. So, and I will give a keynote on growth mindset this year as well, on Swiss National Convention from the Junior Chamber International, for example. So I really would like to do like more on this. In this field, I'm also working on it. I'm also in a community from Maria Malik, for example, to work more on my speaking skills. And yeah, regarding employees or not, I think that it's important to cooperate, like to work with people together and really to benefit from each other, to learn from each other. And yeah, I hope to have also a VA one day, but not yet. But so I found, to benefit from people who are strong in their field is crucial.
We have already 40 minutes of live. I cannot believe it. This is a great sign because it's the same like yesterday. I have the feeling we could talk for another hour, but we have 5 minutes to go because I have another date sharp at 4, unfortunately. So I need to 5 by 4. So I need to close at 4. Any closing statement from your side, dear Sharka? Anything what you would like to ask me, for example?
So first of all, thank you very much. So I really enjoyed the interview, and it was really spontaneous from my side. So I really love this and appreciate it. So how do you see LinkedIn in the next 5 years?
I hope it will be getting some graphic enhancement, because I feel the current enhancement is like 1995, something like Windows 3.11, something like that. So that's and I don't know if it's ever going to happen, as the tool is so complex. So this would be something I would like to see on LinkedIn, and I would like to see more really humanity. And I would like to see more people who are sharing their know-how freely with others and helping other people to grow, instead of position themselves only and selling stuff and shouting for jobs and stuff like that. So that would be my blue sky vision for LinkedIn, but I don't know if this is going to happen. And so that's the way. That's something what I would wish for.
I love that. Yeah, that's cool.
We have one comment from Pacharin. Thank you very much. I like the way you both suggest, especially human being is not perfect. Human touch is important. That perfectly AI writing. Yeah, that's for sure. Because what if you have like a perfect text who is cold and without emotions? People don't want to read it. Thomas, thank you. So now. Okay. Thank you. It's already. Don't run away. We are not completely done yet. We have still 3 minutes. So this is a great talk with you, and we are really spontaneous people. So nothing is trained. We just simply talk as it comes. And I was asking Sharka, how do we do this? And we both agreed. Yeah, we just do it spontaneously, and it ran very well. And I could talk longer, but this is it from my side for today. Thank you very much for being my guest, and looking forward for your other parts of your content, and keep on going and making LinkedIn a better place. And my daughter wants to have a coffee chat with you, so I think this is the highest reward which you can get. So I keep it up to you guys. Schedule a coffee chat and enjoy yourself. Thank you very much, Sharka, for being here, and lots of success.
Thank you.
For a moment, I will close the stream now.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.